Hey there, baseball fans. I'm Ben, and I'm back today opening more packs of wax from the late 80s, early 90s, the junk wax years. I've got quite an eclectic set today, as I like to say, with all kinds of years, makes, and models. So today, I'm going to start off with this 1992 Score Series 1, with the Cubs right on the front there, and let's see what we get. Throughout this process of being older and opening these cards, I've grown a new appreciation for the Score sets with their colors and their subsets and their interesting designs and whatnot. So I really just like this rookie prospect. Very nice, subtle, and tasteful at the bottom there. Very good job, Score. Jeff Reed. What a great picture selection on this one. I'm sure Jeff doesn't love it so much, but certainly they capture all the different aspects of the game. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's a Ryne Sandberg Dream Team. Pops right out of the first pack. For those of you who don't know, Ryne Sandberg is one of those players I collect in my personal collection, so I'll put that aside. So really happy to have that one. And there's a Mark McGwire. So a nice one to add to the list of stars that I'm pulling out of these packs. So I can put this over here so you guys can keep that in view. All right, moving on to 1988 Flir. Never had many of these in my collection growing up, but now that I've gotten more of them, they are pretty less than stellar set. I'll put it that way. I'm not sure what the biggest benefits of this set are. Even the insert of the All-Stars that you can find in here are pretty lame. I think the best you can hope for in this, from an interesting card standpoint, is a Glavine rookie maybe, but there's a Kirby Puckett. I do like these kind of weird All-Star, Superstar mashups that they do. Here's Kirby Puckett and Matt Noakes. It's definitely just like they had pictures of these guys from the All-Star game, and they put them together and say, what can we say about this pair? All right, so keeping with Super Ultra Junky, we've got 1988 Donruss. This one's actually kind of already open. Not worried about it being searched through, though, because there's not much good stuff to pull out of here. So we've got the Stan Musial puzzle, and some of the junkiest cards from the era, with the worst centering almost always. There's a Cal Ripken Jr. Diamond King, so that's a nice one. Not the greatest work by the artist on this one, but I'm not going to complain about that. Corey Snyder looking happy. That's a nice picture of him. That's one that if I were, if I'm him, I put that in a frame on the wall. There's the Eck. It's a good one to pull aside. All right. So now moving into the premium card sets and years, 1991 Stadium Club, the first season of this. Oh, wait, this is hockey. Premium hockey cards. What? Okay, this is clearly here by mistake. Not sure how I even ended up with this. I know nothing about hockey cards. So let's see what's in here. Not even sure where to start. John McLean. Dave Christian, he's on the Bruins. But now with the Blues, it says. So, all right. Dale Hunter. If you know anything about any of these things, and this guy's now with the Nordiques. There's Ken Reggett. No helmet. Everett Senipas. Dave Lowry. Sean Anderson. Now, when I was a kid, I did collect Brett Hull from the St. Louis Blues. And so I am assuming that there was nothing good in there, but I wouldn't really know, to be honest with you. So there you have it. Hockey cards. Weird. Moving right along, we have the 1991 Line Drive pre-rookie AA baseball cards. This is when the rookie craze was hitting the card game, and they're like, well, what's better than a rookie? A pre-rookie from them in the minors. So a lot of just random players that probably didn't make it too far in baseball or past the minors in these sets. Double A is even obviously worse than Triple A. So pretty lucky if you find anybody who made anything out of their baseball career out of here. Oh, Jim Bullinger. So he actually played for the Cubs for sure. Let's take a look at him later and see what happened to that guy. I remember him, I think he played at Iowa for a bit, which is why I would have seen him when I was a kid for the Iowa Cubs. All right, so this is 1988 Flir Baseball Star Stickers. These are the sticker cards. But they are very collectible. They look nice, so kind of weird, but there's Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. Just throwing them around tonight. Oh my goodness, Ryan Sandberg. Look, this is a Ryan Sandberg kind of day. So fantastic. I bet you I probably have this in my collection now because I've had a whole box of these star sticker cards, but it's possible I don't, and if I do, it's probably only, maybe this might be only the second one. So moving on to 1991 Flir Ultra. This is the first year of these cards. Flir's entry into the premium market. I happen to like these cards. Most critics and fans do not, but I do, so there you go. There's a George Brett wearing Puma spikes. I always like to look at their footwear. You know, I did work in the footwear industry for quite a while, and it's always interesting to see how the brands have evolved and which ones were in the field. Like these are Mizuno's. I feel like there's John Smoltz. That's a good one. In the early 90s, there were a lot of players in the game. You see them wearing all kinds of things, even Converse and Pony, and in addition to the normal ones that you'll see now. Oh, look, there's a Bo Jackson insert card. The Flir Ultra team, or the gold team, as some people would call it. So that's a really nice card. All right, moving right along. This is 1986 Topps Major League Leaders Super Glossy Baseball cards. These are those little mini ones. Kind of a cool, funky little set. I think 44 cards total in the set. And nothing to write home about in that pack. All right, moving right along. 1990 Flir. These I'm pretty determined that they have some of the, not the worst photography, but the worst quality of printing of the pictures of any card. I mean, like, let's just look at that. I think the coloring is all off, the shadows over his face. I mean, just not the best quality of work there. I love these old cards where it's like, is he wearing a garbage bag here? Bob, what do you got on here, buddy? Interesting time. My, how the times have changed. Oh, look at that. There's Nolan Ryan. Again, just really bad. You can't, the details of his face, you can't even make out because of how fuzzy it is. But there's Nolan Ryan that I can add to my collection. He's another one of those guys I collect personally. Starter and stopper. Weird. And there's Billy Ripken, a year after his infamous 1989 Bill Ripken card for Flir. All right, on to 1989 Topps. This one's got some gum in it. Gum doesn't look too bad actually in this one. I've seen a lot worse. Doesn't mean I'm eating it though. Plus my son's not here for me to make him eat it. Dale Mohorisic. Never heard of him. It's always funny about, you know, I've been opening these cards for years. I opened a lot of them, but I don't remember ever seeing that one before. Ozzie Smith. Probably in the days of him doing his famous backflips for the Cardinals. Mike Schmidt. One of the greatest slugging third basemen of all time. And our last pack of the day, 1990 Donruss. The very 90s red border design on these. with the Carl Yastrzemski puzzle. Tony Gwynn All-Star, very nice. His 5th All-Star appearance. That guy can hit. There's a Dave Justice. I think that's probably a rookie card, yeah. Dave Justice rookie card. Rookie of the year that year. Wade Boggs All-Star card. His 5th as well. Checklist, yes. Said nobody ever. And that'll do it. So, not a bad take here. We'll look at, we got a few Sandbergs there. Nolan Ryan, Wade Boggs, Dave Justice, Tony Gwynn, Mike Schmidt, Ozzie Smith, Bo Jackson, John Smoltz, George Brett, Jack Morris, Dennis Eckersley, Cal Ripken Jr., and Mark McGuire. So not a huge take, but enough. And we're going to pull up Jim Bullinger here, who at the time was playing for the Charlotte Knights as a pitcher. I believe that's in the Cubs organization. But, you know, might not be. Yeah, affiliated with the Chicago Cubs. I know that he did end up playing for the Cubs when he got to the pros. So let's see. Jim Bullinger. Played for the Cubs, the Expos, the Mariners. Brother of pitcher Kirk Bullinger. He was converted to a pitcher in the farm system after coming in as a shortstop. What? I feel like that never happens. Played from 92 to 98. Was 34 and 41 with 5.06 ERA and 392 strikeouts. Funny that conversion, I just can't get over that. Not stellar stats there, and you just wonder, like, would he have been a better shortstop? Major League debut, he had a home run on the first pitch he faced in his first at-bat in the majors. Only one of 5 pitchers to complete that feat. Well, I guess if he came in as a shortstop, too, then maybe a better chance at hitting. 7 years in the bigs. Better than average hitting pitcher, batting 188 with 14 runs, 9 doubles, 4 home runs, 19 RBIs, 13 walks, 20 sacrifice hits, and 2 sacrifice flies in 186 games. A perfect 1.000 fielding percentage, handling 171 total chances without a miscue in his major league career. That's fantastic. So, again, maybe would have been better off sticking with being a shortstop instead of becoming a pitcher. Nothing about the rest of his life here. So Jim Bullinger, you know, good for you for finding a way to play and stay in baseball no matter what. You know, I'll be honest with you, I'd always be wondering, what if you would have stuck to shortstop? Although you'd have to displace Sean Dunston, my favorite player in the Cubs system there. So hats off to you, Jim, and the rest of you. We'll see you next time.